Hi you guys, it's Lindsay the Candle Whisperer and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for this video I want to focus on candles for November, and the theme that I decided to focus on for this month is spices. I feel like for September we did apple, October pumpkin. I have something really fun planned for December, but I just thought that spices would be a really kind of fun and festive way to get into the Thanksgiving spirit. I feel like in stores and on TV and everywhere around us after Halloween, it just goes like straight to Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and all of those awesome holidays that happen in December. But I love Thanksgiving, and I kind of hate that I feel like it's stepped over. It's like missed in stores, unless there's specialty stores that really focus on, like tablescapes and things like that. But I feel like it's one of my favorite holidays, and I really wanted to draw attention to it by focusing on spices. So I have a fall blend cup poured from Starbucks in my pumpkin cup. It's so good. Okay, also very exciting, I got a new wick trimmer. My mom actually sent me this. Again, it's from Amazon. I know I said that I would link my other one, and it's probably not that hard to do. I probably just literally paste a link. So I will try to do that. Okay, so again, I've done 3 different brands, similar scents, but not totally identical, and 3 different price points, relatively different price points. They're actually all pretty reasonable. They're kind of similar. There's not a huge span, but I definitely feel like there's something that will accommodate anybody who's looking for a really nice festive November candle. So for my first candle, I went to Target, and it's called Bergamot Spice, and it is from the Hearth and Home. I never know if I'm pronouncing that word correctly. Hearth and Home with Magnolia collection, which I love. And it comes in this really cute sort of like distressed gold tin, which I just think is really nice and can even double as like a little bit of home decor. And let's see, I wrote down the notes for this one because it's not on the actual candle. But first of all, this retailed for $14.99, which I thought was pretty awesome for a candle. And it actually is pretty simple in terms of the notes. It's just bergamot, cinnamon, and vanilla. Bergamot, cinnamon, and vanilla. So for those of you that don't know, bergamot is basically, it's like a form of citrus. It's a citrusy note, and I find that a lot of times when candle companies do some type of spice-based candle, there's usually a citrus involved. That is actually what wound up happening with the 3 that I focused on today. Not on purpose, but so when I first ordered it, because the word spice was in the name, I definitely expected the notes to be like a little bit more involved in terms of the actual description of the spices that are going to be in there, but we'll see. I still think that it's going to be really nice. Ooh. Oh, it's so good. Okay. So it definitely has a hint of cinnamon, but it's not like you've just like dumped your face into a pile of cinnamon, like poof. Because I know that cinnamon can be a really strong scent, and I've had candles that are really intense in terms of like the cinnamon note, and I don't love it. This definitely does not smell that way. I feel like I noticed the bergamot and cinnamon more than the vanilla, but the vanilla is definitely adding just like a little bit of sweetness, but it's also not the type of vanilla where it smells like cupcakes. I know I've talked about this in the past, but I'm not huge on candles that smell like cake or cupcakes or frosting. They just tend to make me almost like a little queasy. But I feel like it just kind of softens it enough. This is really good, you guys, for $14.99 and such a cute little tin. And it says Bergamot Spice. I know it's really hard to tell, but I really like this one. This is a really good deal. And I feel like anything from their Magnolia line is just so chic and cute and really great for home decor. I am obsessed with this wick trimmer. It's also nice because I feel like if you are going to someone's house for Thanksgiving, a candle is a really cute gift to bring. I mean, chances are they don't need any more food if they're hosting. And I feel like most people will probably show up with either some type of dessert or alcohol, like wine or champagne. So it's kind of nice to show up with a candle instead, especially one that's not too intense. Like this is actually quite subtle. If you're going to bring a candle as a gift, I think it's important not to bring one that is really, really strong and like such a particular scent that it could give people headaches or overpower the smell of the really delicious food that's cooking in the kitchen. So I feel like this is a very nice like background scent, if that makes sense. Oh my God. Yeah, I feel like this would be just a really nice, like maybe they would even put it in the living room, let it like seep into the dining room. But again, it's just pretty. I feel like it's actually just really nice if you were to gift this to somebody. It's not too decorated in terms of like any wrapping around it. It's just a really cute little distressed gold tin, which is really pretty. Okay. Oh, also, which I know you already saw, but oh man, I just lost the top of my match. And now my dog's probably gonna eat it and my husband's gonna not be happy. I'll find it later. I do love a candle that has a tin on it. This might be totally in my head, but I feel like candles that have tins maintain their scent longer. This is not like a fact. I notice that if I go to a candle store and I want to smell a scent and I smell the one that's been sitting out for like weeks or even months and there's no cap on it, I can barely smell anything. So sometimes I will just like, if you know, they're okay with it, open a fresh one just to like try to get even like a waft of it. And it's kind of shocking how much stronger it is than one that's been sitting out without a lid. So this is kind of nice because when you're done using it, you can just put the lid back on. Bergamot Spice, $14.99, Target, Hearth and Home with Magnolia, delicious. Okay. So for my next one, I decided to order a candle from Sur la Table. I haven't actually smelled it yet, but I've heard good things and I love their candles. Usually they're normally like a soy, yeah, they almost always do soy candles. Again, I was really looking for ones that focused on spices, and this one is literally called Cardamom Spice. And I looked up the notes, and I'm actually quite impressed. It's a very lengthy list of notes. Lots of spices. I feel like very often when you have a candle with spices, it might only be a few, like clove or cinnamon, but this one like really gets into some intense spices. So let's see. And also this one was $20. So just about $5 more than the Target one. Definitely like a heavier, bigger candle. So I feel like you are getting, there it is, the top of my match. I feel like that could have been dangerous. Okay. Anyway, I feel like you're definitely getting a lot of bang for your buck with this one because it just feels like a good heavy candle. I wonder if it says the ounces on here. It probably does, but whatevs. Okay, Cardamom Spice. Do I want to smell it first or read the notes first? Because I honestly can't even remember what they were because it was so long, the list. I'm going to smell it first. This has a really pretty, almost like a copper colored tin. And on top it says Sur La Table Cardamom Spice Soy Candle. I think it's really pretty. And it has these cute little like almost holly, not holly, cranberry looking things in the front. It's really cute. Whoa. It's like kind of orangey. I mean, I for sure can smell the spices, but orange is almost like the first note that I get, which isn't bad. I don't know about you guys. I have always associated clementines and a really good orange with winter. I don't know if that's the same in like every part of the country, but growing up in New York, I definitely remember clementines being like at their best almost near like Hanukkah and Christmas time. So I don't mind that it's zesty. That's Jitsu taking a drink. Hey, Munchkin. Ugh, I just love him so much. Let's read the notes. He's thirsty. Also, leave a comment below if you like when Jitsu makes an appearance in my videos, because I will make an effort to bring him up here with me. I'm gonna read the somewhat lengthy list of notes. Red wine, mandarin, orange slices, honey, crisp apple, sweet nectarine. Okay, so we've already got mandarin, orange, and nectarine, so that makes sense. Okay, but then we get into the notes. I'm sorry, the spices. We've got cinnamon, nutmeg, star anise, clove buds, and cardamom. So cinnamon, nutmeg, star anise, clove buds, cardamom. We've got 5 different spices that have gone into this. You know what I just realized this reminds me of? Like mulled, like mulling spices, mulling, right? That's a thing, mulled. When it's like you take like cider, mulled cider, but it's not because it's appley, but because I feel like I'm picturing like the little stove top and the star anise and the clove buds and maybe a couple orange slices. Oh, maybe it's supposed to be like mulled wine because red wine is in there. And brandy. Brandy's the last note. Huh. That kind of makes me appreciate it more. Yeah, I feel like if you grew up in a household where somebody was making like mulled cider on the stove, this might bring back some really nice memories for you because it's totally what it smells like, and now it just makes sense. I know I've mentioned this in the past, but if I can get some type of like vision or association when I smell a candle, it just takes it to a new level for me. And yeah, that's kind of like a game changer. It just seems a little bit cozier now. I feel like the orange citrus that I was noticing before, while it still was really nice and fragrant, it wasn't making me feel like cozy and fluffy on the inside. And I kind of like need that for this time of year when I'm gonna light a candle. So the fact that I'm realizing that it reminds me more of like a mulled brandy or cider, or like mulled red wine, which is so festive and like so nice for the holidays. I think I appreciate it more. So good. Handy dandy. Oh shoot, that was not a good trim, you guys. My fault. I find when you're trimming a wick, it's best to just like go for it and not to do like a slow cut, because then what just happened to me will happen, where it like only gets part of the wick and it's not as effective. These matches are from Henry Bendel in New York City before they closed. Henry Bendel was probably one of my favorite stores ever, definitely my favorite store in all of New York. And this was one of their classic match boxes because it shows the storefront on Fifth Avenue. And I'm trying to make the box last because it's my last box from them. But I'll definitely save the box even when I'm done with the matches, for sure. It's really cute. Oh my god. This smells so good lit. I know it's just starting to get a little oily around the wick, and that's really nice. Usually during the holidays, I like my matches to also be festive. Like I like to find a box that is, I don't know, either has like leaves or pine cones or pumpkins or something, but I just associate Henry Bendel with the holidays because that was my favorite time to go to the store, and they had the best candles. So it still feels festive to me. Okay, I'm gonna put this one aside. That was loud. Okay. For my third and final spiced candle for November, I'm very excited about this one. It is a brand that I haven't featured yet, and it's I've mentioned them, but I haven't featured them. And the brand is Trap. First of all, let's just talk about the box because that in itself is a treat. This is from their holiday collection. So it's this really cute kind of like auburn camel colored box, and then it has these really pretty reflective gold little dots. And it has a really cute little orange in the front. Oh my god, there's like a thing from one of the match floating. Does that ever happen to you guys? It's like a random black thing from when you lit the match and it starts floating and you like think that it's a spider or a fly or something, and then you're all like, whoa. Anyway, so I mentioned Trap in my very first video, I think, when I was doing Apple for September, because Trap Macintosh Apple was the very first Apple candle that I ever purchased or smelled, and it like totally changed my life. They discontinued that scent, which bums me out, but I still love them as a brand. I got this one at Candle Delirium in West Hollywood. That, if anybody lives in Southern California and if you could make the trip, they also have a website, but Candle Delirium is, first of all, for someone like me, dangerous. Like I need to go in focused with a mission and with blinders, because if not, I will basically like spend my life savings on candles. I'm not even kidding. Like, think of a candle brand, they have it. They have everything, and the people there are really knowledgeable. Shout out to Bryce, the candle guy, because he's my go-to person. He knows everything and anything about candles, brands, scents, how they burn. He's awesome, and he helped me find this one. I told him about my YouTube channel and that I really wanted to focus on spices, and he showed me this one by Trap, and I'm so glad that he did. So this one is called Orange Clove. Again, citrus. I mean, between bergamot in the first one, and then the nectarine and mandarin and orange slices in the second, and then obviously orange in this. It seems to be a theme to mix orange and spices. This was $28.50, which is insane, because honestly, I consider Trap to be like a really good brand. Like, I feel like these could retail for like $45, $50 even for this size, and it wouldn't surprise me. People would buy them. I feel like, I hope that they don't raise their prices, but I just think it's awesome, because I feel like they could get away with charging more, honestly. Like, to think that the one from Sur La Table was $20, and it's not like that store is known for their candles. Like, they're known for amazing cookware and houseware and stuff like that. The fact that this was less than $10 more, and this is an amazing candle company, pretty cool. I'm gonna open it. Wow. Very yellow. It's like an old school wax. It reminds me of like, oh my God, it's so good. Like when you make your own candles, and like the wax is like that super kind of like yellowy wax. I don't know if that rings a bell for anybody. It's really fresh. I want to read the notes. Juicy orange, cinnamon, and freshly, wow, I can't talk. Juicy orange, cinnamon, and freshly ground clove. So again, it's a little bit on the simpler side, but I definitely feel like the orange and clove come through a little bit more than the cinnamon, which I don't mind actually. I kind of prefer scents of clove and nutmeg, just because I feel like they're a little bit more special. I mean, cinnamon's great, but I just think that it's definitely like done more frequently, and could almost be more of a year-round thing. I don't know why I feel that way, but I like that it's a little bit more forward in terms of the clove. Jesus. I'm glad that there's 2 spices and only 1 type of orange, because I do feel like the orange comes through quite a bit. So having the sort of duo between the clove and the cinnamon kind of cuts through the citrus nicely. Did you guys hear that? That sounded so intense. I just love the sound of matches and of like fire crackling. I should totally feature a candle with a wood wick. I don't know if you guys know about those, but there are these candles that have like actual little like wood chips for instead of a wick, and they crackle, which is really nice, especially for people like me who live in more of a city, in an apartment with no fireplace. And you can like actually listen to that kind of crackling sound. I was watching Netflix last night, and I came across a channel that is literally just a burning fireplace. I had no idea that this was a thing. I'm sure a lot of other people did, but I'm quite excited about it. I will definitely be making use of that. Okay. So I would say out of the three, let's gather them. Oh my God, you guys. I don't know which one I just got a waft of, but like, oh. Okay, note to self, don't stick your head above a burning flame. That probably makes sense. Okay, they all smell really different. So, in smelling this one, now that it's been burning for a little bit and it has started to melt around the wick, I definitely do notice the cinnamon first. Out of the three, I feel like the orange, because there is a citrus in all of them. Bergamot in this one, just fresh orange in this one, I believe, right? Juicy orange, they call it. And then, as we know, in the sur la table, we have the tangerine, the mandarin, the nectarine, the mandarin, and the orange slices. I feel like the orange or citrus is the least noticeable in the Bergamot Spice. And then maybe the most noticeable in the one from Trap in terms of the citrus. This is the most complex one for sure. Ow! Oh, ow. I tried to get the puppy to come say hi. He wasn't interested. Maybe next time. Out of the three, I noticed the cinnamon the most in Bergamot Spice from Target. I noticed the citrus the most in Orange Clove from Trap, which I have here in the middle. And then the Cardamom Spice from Sur la Table is just definitely the most like complex of the three because it has so many spices. Like star anise is not something that I often find in a candle. And I don't know if that's what's coming through because I would have to really smell it on its own. But I definitely feel like this one just smells the most like a blend of spices. I would say if you do plan on doing one of these as a potential host or hostess gift, if you're going to somebody's house for Thanksgiving, I would recommend either the Cardamom Spice from Sur la Table or the Bergamot Spice. I think that these two are probably the most like subtle kind of best like background scent and wouldn't like interfere too much with what's baking. The Trap one is absolutely lovely. I think for the home it's amazing. I just think because it's like very fresh and sort of orange forward, it might be best just for you in your home versus to bring to somebody else's. I definitely plan on burning these two together, the Cardamom Spice and the Orange Clove from Trap. I think that those will be really nice. Okay, you guys, so just as a reminder, Bergamot Spice from Target for $14.99, Cardamom Spice from Sur la Table for $20, and then Orange Clove from Trap, which I got at Candle Delirium for $28.50. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I am so excited to film my next one. I have some of them next to me on the table already just because I bought a couple yesterday. I don't think I'm going to be able to narrow it down to 3 for December. I think that's just not going to be possible, but I really can't wait to film my next one in a couple weeks. But again, please subscribe, like, comment below. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, this is still super new to me, so if you have suggestions or anything that you feel like I could focus on that I'm not, let me know. I just need one more sip. Okay, you guys, thanks again so much for visiting my channel and for watching this video, and I can't wait to see you in my next one. Thanks. Bye.